Welcome to Dunedin! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Two Hungry Diners. We are in Dunedin in New Zealand.
Woo, New Zealand! Dunedin, known as the Edinburgh of New Zealand. Dunedin is the country's city of South, wearing its Scottish heritage with pride. Dunedin is one of the best preserved Victorian and Edwardian cities in the Southern Hemisphere. Dunedin is a university town, a cultural hub, and a city with a strong historic streak. It is a small city with a compact walkable city center surrounded by hilly suburbs. It has easy access to beaches, wildlife attractions, and areas of native forests.
Is it Dunedin
Or Dunedin.
Dunedin?
I think it's Dunedin. Anyway, let us know in the comment below, is it Dunedin or Dunedin?
Yeah, we are in Dunedin. We have a full day of exploring this city, and it is a glorious day. Look at that.
The sun is out.
Yep.
Even though it's winter, it's a bit chilly right now, but because the sun is out, it's quite warm right now.
Yeah. We are on the way
to Larnach Castle.
Yes. And as I mentioned a bit earlier, we're gonna show you guys around everything to see and do
in Dunedin.
So we are on the way to Larnach Castle, but look at this.
Oh, the view is amazing.
So along the way to the castle, which is uphill from the city center, there are a lot of lookouts that you can stop. If you're driving, you can stop and then see this beautiful city of Dunedin. Look at that. So we're gonna continue along to the Larnach Castle. And follow us along because we're gonna show you guys around to see
what Dunedin city has to offer.
Yes, so let's go.
Larnach Castle. Larnach Castle is New Zealand's only castle, built in 1870 by William Larnach, a wealthy businessman, for his beloved first wife Eliza. It took more than 200 workmen 3 years to build the castle shell and a further 12 years to embellish the interior. The castle features the finest materials from around the world. The castle is still privately owned and cared by the Barker family, who purchased it as their home in 1967, when the castle was in a state of near ruin. Devoid of furniture and with many of the beautiful architectural features missing, the Barkers thoroughly researched the original decor, furniture and artwork in order to restore the castle to its original glory. The gardens at Larnach Castle have been rated by the New Zealand Gardens Trust as a garden of international significance. Today, the castle is surrounded by 7 acres of maintained gardens. The gardens are Margaret Barker's personal creation. Not only she is a researcher of historic buildings, but also a passionate gardener.
So guys, we made it to the top of the castle.
We made it to the tower.
Yes, this view is absolutely beautiful. So it offers like a 36 degree of views. You can get the sea, I think the sea, not sure, the sea or the lake, and the beautiful garden, a little bit of the city center as well. It's so good, especially in those sunny weather like this. So we definitely recommend you guys to visit this castle if you visit Dunedin. So it's one of the things that we recommend to do.
Yes.
But right now we are so hungry.
We are hungry.
It's around lunchtime, so we're gonna head down, check out the beautiful Boardroom Cafe.
Ballroom Cafe.
Yeah, they call it Boardroom Cafe. They serve lunch as well. So we're gonna go head down there, have some lunch before we head down to the city.
Our tip is to come in the morning before lunchtime, take your self-guided tour of the castle and explore around the gardens. Then finish with a lovely lunch at the Ballroom Cafe. We ordered a bowl of soup of the day and pie of the day, which was chicken pot pie, and Kate's light lunch plate, which were lovely and tasty. Otago Settlers Museum. The official name for this museum is Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. It is New Zealand's oldest history museum, situated in the heart of Dunedin City. It is basically a museum of social history dedicated to telling the story of the people of Dunedin and the surrounding area, whose character, culture, technology, art, fashion, and transport shaped New Zealand's first great city. There are 14 themed galleries, feature interactive displays and powerful narratives tracing the human history of the area from the earliest settlers to the most recent arrivals. One thing we like the most from this museum is the free entry and Wi-Fi. It's a must visit as they have one of the coolest installations we have ever seen in a museum. It's really a good job for Dunedin City Council to maintain such a cool museum. And look, we even found the first iMac and Apple Macintosh.
Look at this. This one is so classic. This is the Macintosh Classic. Look at that. So cute. And this one here is the iMac. I believe this is the first iMac that was designed by Sir Johnny Ive, who left Apple now. This Otago Museum is pretty cool. It's huge and it's located in the city center.
And it's free as well.
Yes, so they have a lot of different sections telling you different history about this city and also New Zealand in general. So make sure you check it out if you are in Dunedin.
Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend
It's
it.
free.
Dunedin Railway Station. Dunedin Railway Station is probably the city's most popular landmark.
So guys, right now we are in front of the Dunedin city's most iconic landmark, Dunedin Railway Station. It's pretty much like Flinders Street Station in Melbourne. It's very iconic. I think this is also one of the most photographic places in Dunedin. Let's check it out.
Every tourist visiting Dunedin should visit this magnificent building. Designed by George Alexander Troop, nicknamed Gingerbread George for his elaborate buildings. It was built in 1906 and the architecture reflects the confidence in trains as a means of transportation, which then grew to the stage where around 100 trains departed the station each day. The only passenger train now regularly using the station is the award-winning Thayer George Railway Service. Today, the station houses a restaurant, art gallery, and the New Zealand Sports Hall of Fame. Immediately outside the station is Anzac Square, which is the perfect place to take photo in front of the station, which a lot of tourists do. First Church of Otago. First Church of Otago is a prominent church in the heart of the New Zealand city of Dunedin. The church is the city's primary Presbyterian church. The building is regarded as the most impressive of New Zealand's 19th century churches and is listed by Heritage New Zealand as a Category 1 structure. It is designed by the architect R.A. Lawson and was opened on the 23rd November 1873, just 25 years after the first settlers arrived in Dunedin. It had taken 6 years to complete and constructed in the Gothic style out of Oamaru's famous white stone, and the church has a soaring wooden ceiling and some magnificent stained glass windows. Baldwin Street. Baldwin Street is recognized by the Guinness Book of Records as the steepest street in the world since 1987.
Guys, we are on Baldwin Street, the world's steepest street. this is the steepest street in the world until the 16th of July, the day we arrived to Dunedin. So according
the day we arrived in Dunedin, and the next day we grabbed this newspaper and they just announced that Baldwin Street is no longer the steepest street in the world.
Yeah, and it is a big news because they put it on the cover page as well, right?
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah. We are like on the halfway to the top and it's really tiring though. It's really steep.
Yes.
It's really steep.
We're just walking though, we're not like running or whatever.
So the sun has set, so it's quite dark, but it's not too dark yet. So we're just gonna try to climb a couple more, I think.
The Guinness World Records officially recognized Fort Penlek, apologies if I pronounce it wrong, in the coastal Wales town of Harlech as being steeper than Dunedin's Baldwin Street. Baldwin Street has a gradient of 35% compared with Fort Penlek gradients of 37.45%.
We are moving backwards. The view is quite amazing though from top here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually easier walking backwards.
Yeah, because it is not normal, that's why we kind of avoid it, right? It's weird as well.
Interesting.
We made it!
We made it! We made it!
Epic, you see.
Oh my god! I think I just burned 10,000 calories.
Okay guys, so we made it to the top. We're just kind of curious what will you see like at the end of this slope? It's basically a water fountain. And a little bit of history.
Yeah.
And also that graffiti there. So it's a painting of Baldwin Street itself.
And they used to have the Java race, which is the typical New Zealand orange chocolate orange balls called Java. Basically just, you know, pour out all the chocolates from the top and then let it slide until the bottom.
So they don't have it anymore?
No more, because Cadbury factory is closed down. They no longer have the event as well, which is disappointing.
Yeah, but anyway guys, so if you visit Dunedin, make sure you spend time here. I think it's pretty cool to see, you know, just
Yes.
On the last note, we have to try South Island, New Zealand most famous food called cheese rolls. It is known as Southern Sushi, and the best one you can find is here in Dunedin. So guys, that's it, our trip to Dunedin, and hope you enjoy our recommendation of things to do in Dunedin. We are now at the airport, ready to fly back to Melbourne.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And we post new video every Sunday. Make sure you turn on that notification bell. You always get notified when we post a new video.
Till then,
Stay foolish.
stay hungry. Bye-bye.